video, I'm going to be doing a socialization exercise with Suna. Suna is here. I'm going to bring Suna up. Suna is here on a board and train for 2 weeks, and this is day number 2. Okay, so Suna has been here once before on a board and train for a couple weeks. So here, this is just continuing the process. Suna has made lots of good progress already. The owners just want to bring their dog back here just for a little bit of kind of like little more work with using, increasing expectations. So here in this video, I'm going to be showing how the socialization exercise works. Now here, I have Polly here. I'm working on Polly. Polly's my dog. She's a pug. I rescued her from Tennessee, brought her to Florida with me. And I use her a lot for helping with scripting these type of socialization exercises. So here, Suna's issues have been jumping on people, expressing power, and even issues with other dogs. So here, this is going to be a great little exercise to use. Now here, again, as soon as it starts to go down, I'm going to stand up here and start to tighten up the script a little bit. So here, when you're doing this too, you see a dog on the ground, on the floor, trying to move around everything, it's better to stand up and start to define the script, start to develop the script and get the script tighter here. So here's what I'm doing to establish this, because again, when I'm not got a lot of sniffing, a lot of seeking out here right now, I just want to start to define this. Okay, so it's about expectations. Okay, what the goals are here. It's to start to build that bridge between Suna and Polly. So here I'm going to be letting Polly out here in a second. And what you're going to see is me using the leash. Okay, I'm using the pressure collar here. It's meant to create moments. Okay, it allows me to have control. But the idea is when you use the pressure collar, using people call it the choke chain, is to create the scripting so that it starts to become slack. Okay, it's not about keeping this tight all the time. It's meant to nudge. Okay, it's meant to create my follower moments so I can start to create meaningful change. Okay, but for dogs that are holding a lot of power, bigger dogs, I'll use the pressure collar because it gives me a better level of control. Okay, and I'll stay away from the pinch collar because when using pinch or prong collar, sometimes you can't use it this way because of how that device works on asserting influence. But the problem with pinch collars is a lot of times it'll bring you into a stalemate situation where you're controlling the dog. The pitcher will look the same as a balanced dog, but you have a dog that is focused on that device. Okay, there's an awareness, okay, of that device on them, but they think they still have power in the relationship because the person hasn't really changed at the level they need to because the device is doing the work for them. It's not promoting or motivating them to change. So the whole idea, this is why the pushing and pulling in certain devices you use is very important because it moves the person's mind over, the tachometer over. Okay, so other devices will, what they do is they'll bring that person into a state of control situation. Okay, it's not based on meaningful change to the person that way. So here you started about Suna. A lot better. Okay, start to define the script. Now I'm going to take Polly out. I'm going to bring Polly around here. And as I'm doing this, what I'm doing is I'm becoming the pivot point. So I'm not going to let Suna just meet Polly on his terms. Okay, it's got to be defined as a follower to me. So I'm going to be asserting influence and building the script. So anyway, I'm going to get Polly, let Polly out. So I'm going to move back over to the camera here location. As I do this, I'll just create my moments here, bringing Suna over. I'm going to stand up. Okay. Suna wants to fade me out. So here, what I'll do is I'm going to move Suna around to me. So it's very important when you're doing this too, is even relationally, make sure you have the dog next to you, okay? I'm going to bring Suna around here again. I'll explain why here in a second. Because the dog is physically at a certain point to the owner, then what can happen is, okay, the person's already being faded out. And so what the dog's trying to do is trying to angle this so it's going to work out to their benefit positionally. Okay, so here, really important, Polly, come. I'm going to bring Polly over a little closer here. Now see, Suna's pretty intense here. Okay, Suna's really wanting to look towards Polly. Now what I do here is I'm angling this, okay? I'm going to angle Suna over here to my side so that she can't get a picture straight on here, okay? So what I'm doing here, it's very similar to my turnaround technique, but I'm just angling it a little bit on a 90 degree here so that he has to try to turn his head, and it gives me good clarity as to what's going on. Okay, if he's trying to turn his head, and trying to buffer influence at the same time, he's trying, not liking the fact that I'm trying to assert some influence and bring him back into the script. And so what you'll see on a dog is you'll see a level of stress, okay, because what is it? The issue is evaluation. So Polly's moving around here a little bit. I'm not trying to control Polly that way. I'm just working off where Polly's moving and using Polly as my helper. And so the expectation isn't really on Polly to stay certain places here. It's more about me working through Polly and building a bridge here this way. So again, all I'm focused on here is on Suna. Suna's not liking the fact that I'm, putting him into the script this way, still trying to turn around. Because it's about, that's the thing you have to understand. When a dog has had a certain level of fulfillment or comfort, here as I'm talking, I'm looking back at Polly, making sure it sounds like she's pushing something like a chair or something. Polly, come here. The same thing, Polly's really close now. They're touching noses. But here what I'm doing is I'm not allowing that to intensify on Suna's part here, okay? Same thing. Because I'm becoming the pivot point, okay? That's key here. So here, same thing. Just going to move Suna. So here, when you're doing this scripting, it's important to really make sure it's a controlled exercise, okay? You have to have the ability it doesn't get out of control on you, okay? But you have to control it, okay? This is all about control, okay? You don't want bad things happening. Here, I already know that Suna really needs a lot of work with this type of exercise, so this is something I'm really going to be working a lot these next 2 weeks with Suna, okay? To get Suna to get this scripted right. So here, they're meeting, and then I'm going to interrupt some of that. Hey, I'm going to interrupt it, because all I'm doing is communication. I'm saying, no, I own Polly, okay? And so again, I want to see the same thing, turning the head around. I want it to be defined relationally through me. So the head turns around, I already know. I'm asserting influence to get the script back online. So again, just back and forth, pushing and pulling. Push and pull. Now when I do the push and pull, if you really pay attention to the face area, the body language, you'll see the stress coming off the dog, okay? It's not meant to hurt a dog, okay? Even though the pressure collar is working here, it's fine. It's not meant to choke a dog. What I'm doing is, I'm not holding it in tight and just cutting off the airway of a dog at all, okay? It's just about nudging. It's about just pressure and release. It's meant to create a moment, and then back to slack, okay? So when you're doing this, if you've got to put too much, if the dog is buffering it too much, and don't get me wrong, Suna is really kind of pushing it here a little bit. Same thing. Always doing good. Yeah. And her little tail's wagging. She doesn't care. I mean, the dog's balanced, and they know that, you have a relationship with them. You have this dog in a state of balance. I can move Polly. Polly trusts me so much, I could move her into a point of being in danger, and she would do it. I mean, I would never do that, but that's how trusting, that's what the follower role starts to create. So here, same thing, going to work her, or work him. So, Polly's back in her crate a second on her own. So here I'm going to turn the camera off. Anyway, just some scripting here. You see how this works? It's all about really staying focused, defining the script, making sure that I'm fading in, making sure I'm the pivot point. So this week, as I'm doing, and you're going to see more and more videos of this, you're going to see a really good level of change as I continue to do this. In fact, you're going to see this to a point of me being off leash with Suna. So if you compare the videos from today, day 2, to like 6 or 7 days from now, you'll see a really good level of change with Suna. Okay, this is a really good scripting exercise for him while he's here. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.